It's a power struggle between leaders in Colorado Springs, and there seems to be no solution in sight.
As the mayor represents the executive branch and the council represents the legislative branch, what I think there is some question on is what is the detailed role of the legislative branch versus the executive branch.
Tuesday, council members Val Snyder and Joel Miller changed their vote in favor of approving a $245 million budget for 2014. The reason for the vote change, they say, because the budget now includes an ordinance that limits the mayor's access to funds within the city budget.
Since we represent the people want to know how the money is spent here in the city. If we break down the city budget into 12 different departments, then it's easier to see how the money is spent.
But Mayor Steve Bach vetoed the proposed items, saying it's a violation of the city charter and what the Colorado Springs government stands for.
They're just misguided. Frankly, President Keith King, after he was elected, said he intended to create a strong city council. Well, what the voters voted for was a strong mayor form of government.
And what the voters need, he says, is getting the city back on its 2 feet.
We have high unemployment. I think it's 8.1%. I believe the national average is 6.8%. We've been there, we're still there. We have a lot of people unemployed. We have many other people underemployed. My goodness, we got to focus on getting people back to work.
But Councilmember Snyder says there needs to be checks and balances when it comes to where the city's money should be appropriated.
It's incredibly important for the mayor and the city council to work early on in the year as this budget is developed. We tried to do that this year, but there just wasn't any opportunities to work with the mayor.
Now the budget battle rests in city council's hands.
Speaking as just one council member out of 9, currently, as I understand the veto process, whatever the mayor decides to veto, council has to put it to a vote. And if we have what's called a supermajority of council, that would be 6 out of 9, then we can override the mayor's veto and the changes that council made in the budget stand.
In Colorado Springs, Kristen Leone, Fox 21 News.